we have been talking about the controversy around the hit book The Salt Path this week, and its author has now hit back at allegations that parts of the story were fabricated. Broadcaster Nicola Thorpe and Lucy is here. Lovely to see you both.
Thank you.
What are they saying, Nicola? Where are we at with
Huge
this story?
drama. So Salt Path was a huge best-selling book in 2018. It got turned into a film that was released, I think a couple of months ago now. And Raina Wynn, who is the author of The Salt Path, has been accused of lying about the contents of the book. It was written as a memoir. It's basically a story about her and her husband who went... they lost their home due to what they said was a bad investment, and her husband was diagnosed with a degenerative condition. And they end up going on this long, I think, 630-mile walk along the south coast, and it's a journey about love and friendship and the people that they meet along the way. Until an Observer piece came out on Sunday. It was an investigation into some allegations made against the couple that they are allegedly lying about the way in which they lost their home. There's claims that, in fact, they were involved in embezzlement and perhaps even allegations of theft. And that, in fact, their names aren't Raina Wynn and Moth Wynn at all, but Sally and Tim Walker. So, a lot of drama surrounding this story. But she has come out and she has said in a statement that the last few days have been some of the hardest of my life. She clarified that the book is, and I quote, not about every event or moment in our lives, but rather a capsule of time when our lives move from a place of complete despair to a place of hope. Lots of readers, though, feeling a bit duped, potentially, about what they were told in that story.
But it's garnered so much coverage.
I mean, it has. It's probably going to do the book no harm.
Oh,
I know.
Absolutely. I was going to say, it sounds like a sequel almost, doesn't it?
I mean, it certainly does.
Yeah.
And Richard Osman's podcast, The Rest is Entertainment, covered it this week. And they said it's been their biggest episode yet, with 260,000 streams in 24 hours. So everyone is completely obsessed and hooked with this story. But I guess, like you said, there's people who absolutely loved the book. It seemed like it's a real sort of life-affirming story of resilience. And I think in this day and age, people just really want authenticity. So I think when they feel that they're being tricked, then, you know, it's not well received. I mean, I want to know what Gillian Anderson thinks. I think she was asked what she thought of the author, because she met the author, and I think she said she was quite guarded, which says a lot.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, but I mean, it's absolutely fascinating, and everyone's going to talk about it. And there's a lot of people who think, probably hadn't even heard of The Salt Path, and now we're going out and reading it and watching the film. So.
I think especially when it's a story about health and terminal illness or degenerative illness, and then after a number of years pass and that person is, you know, seemingly not as ill as they might have originally said that they were. But actually, last night, Raina posted photographs on her Instagram of letters from NHS doctors and consultants saying that he had, in fact, suffered from this disease. So, the plot thickens.
It really does. So apparently, you're talking about the names thing. Apparently, that's her maiden name. So, but it's like, no, but it's sort of one remove. We know lots of people write under the names. We know
loads
that.
of people change
But I
their
think,
names.
like you say, because you're talking about authenticity and people wanting to feel like everything's very real, it sort of clouds.
I mean, they've come out and denied hiding behind pseudonyms. So it must be, you know, it's a difficult time for them because nobody knows what's true and what isn't true. And the spotlight is very much on them in a negative way when they've been having such amazing publicity before that.
How things happen overnight, isn't it? It doesn't take much. OK, there's always a new viral trend, isn't there?
Oh, there is.
Yes. Which one are we talking about today?
This is really important, isn't it? So, there's a TikTok trend that's doing the round online where people are given different scenarios and asked if it would be giving your partner princess treatment or the bare minimum in a relationship. And we asked the public their thoughts. We've asked them about buying your partner flowers, princess or bare minimum, bringing your partner a cup of tea every morning, giving your partner your jacket when you're cold, walking on the roadside of the pavement, or filling your partner's car with petrol. And here's what they had to say.
Bare minimum. He should be going out of his way to do it anyway.
Bare minimum.
Princess treatment.
Princess treatment.
Bare minimum. But I must admit, I've never done it.
Princess treatment.
Princess treatment.
Definitely the princess treatment. She's perfectly capable of putting her own petrol in.
Bare minimum, can't have a cold girlfriend.
Bare minimum.
That is very gentlemanly. Very princess treatment.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Your partner's supposed to protect you.
That's the princess treatment.
Oh, Well, that's it, Julia. She can put her own petrol in.
I don't get this walking roadside thing.
No.
Is it this kind of...
Well, it's a very, very old-fashioned thing that,
Yeah.
yes, where, yes, the partner's on the outside to protect you from...
A friend of mine, JJ, does it. He's a guy and he can't. It's like an OCD thing for him. He cannot let a woman go on the other side.
I think that's quite a nice thing.
Yeah.
I do it with my children naturally.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sort of like on that, you know, bare minimum.
Yeah, bare minimum.
It's interesting. I think the petrol one that's the day I knew I was going to marry Frank when he put petrol in my car. Yeah. I was like, that's a keeper.
What about flowers?
Oh, flowers are always lovely too, though.
Yeah.
I don't expect them all the time.
That's
not
it.
At all.
I think every week would be princess treatment.
Yes.
But once in a blue moon.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect them, but it's nice to have them.
Yeah, of course. What are you like? Do you expect?
I mean, I'm quite chilled, you know. I put the bins out there sometimes, so, you know, I'm actually, there you go.
That's my princess treatment. I don't take the bins out.
Oh,
I've said I'll do anything else, but bins is...
Right, these pictures in the papers today, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, they're on holiday together. They've only just split up, of course, like, what, a week, 2 weeks ago. What do we make of it, Lucy? It was all an amicable enough breakup, I assume, for them to go on holiday. There is a child involved here.
There is a child involved. So they've both got a daughter, Daisy Dove. Love that name. And their representatives have said that they, you know, even though they've split up, they're focusing their relationship in different ways and they're focusing on co-parenting. And actually, they're on the yacht of Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez on their honeymoon, which I think is a bit weird, the fact that they're on their honeymoon. But yeah, Orlando Bloom's son that he also shares with Miranda Kerr is there. So they're obviously, you know, get on well enough to holiday together with their kids.
Yeah.
Who would want to go on honeymoon with another couple who's just divorced?
That's
absolutely insane.
It's an interesting dynamic, isn't it?
The whole thing is odd. Their friendship, you know, she was... Katy Perry was at the hen do for Lauren Sanchez, but wasn't at the wedding because she was performing. They went into space together. It's just... Yeah.
Orlando was at the wedding.
Orlando was at the wedding.
And now they're both on the honeymoon. But yeah, it's...
If you share a kid, you know, so many people have got blended families nowadays, and I just think it's lovely if you can do...
Yeah, it's a very mature approach. If you can do it, it's incredible.
Yeah, a conscious uncoupling.
I don't think I could do a holiday together. I think I could do like a kid's birthday.
Play date.
You know, for a few hours. But with your ex, like spending a whole holiday together is a really long time.
And particularly if there's still feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, it was very recent, so you never know what they might be going through emotionally, but I wouldn't holiday with my ex.
No.
Not for us, but fair play to them for being able to do it. Now, I'm sure you've come across our next guest as such. He is fantastic, choreographer. He has gone viral.
So you guys gonna be my dancers for the day?
Of course we are.
Okay,
Well,
I'm
we're
so ready for this.
We will attempt, certainly. It's got to be said, it is the most joyful experience watching you dance.
Thank you. I have all the time that I dance, I feel like happy, I feel glad. I'm so happy to be here, like to share this moment because I always dream to be all over the world. And it's my first time in London. So I'm like, yes, first time ever. And like through the dance energy, I'm here now with you guys. So I'm very honored and very happy to be here.
And you are on a mission to empower people through dance.
Yes.
That's how powerful it is.
Yes, I feel myself very glad to have this opportunity because since I was a kid, I was very shy when I was a kid, very shy. And the dance was my healing, it was my bridge to the confidence that I have today. And now I feel like this mission that God gave me, this is very special because every time that I teach, I feel that I can change a little bit from people's life because I feel the dance has this energy to put ourselves like to be powerful, to feel confident because some days we don't feel that way.
Yeah, cool.
You know, and sometimes you need somebody to say, girl, you got this, you know?
Exactly.
So I feel this every time that I teach that I have this opportunity to put something new and special in people's lives. So
well, there's been extensive research to say dance, of course, is great for your physical well-being, but also your mental well-being, for stress relief, for anxiety. You must witness that every time you take a class.
I used to say that dance is the food for our souls, because if your soul is strong, you are able to do everything.
Can you actually teach anyone to dance? Because I am rubbish.
Oh my God, I am the only person that can say yes. It's possible because, you know, I try to put in my dance class natural movements, and I also create like a storytelling behind the choreography to make yourself, okay, I can do this every day. So it's like a walk, but now we'll walk with attitude. It's the hand, but a hand with a mini behind.
And you picked a lot of this up from the Queens, Britney being your all-time favourite, wasn't she?
Britney is my queen. I love Britney was my first English teacher ever. Yes, I started to learn English because Britney Spears in 1999, Baby One More Time. She was in the school. It's like, oh my God, I'm feeling that school. I wanna go to that school because in that school I can dance because I was not allowed to dance by myself because I was very shy. And also my parents was from the church. So at that moment was like a scene. So I had to wait for my parents to go to work.
And then you had the house to yourself.
Yes, and now in my dance class, I feel that I had this experience, and now I can like put people to dance because I was a shy person.
Well, okay,
Come on,
this is your chance to put on the dance. Come on, let's do this.
Oh my God, guys, it's my first time in London.
Exactly, which is
so
why
I have to teach you guys to dance Spice Girls. Can
Absolutely.
I?
Oh my God, of course.
Oh my God, yes.
There are heels on.
We've got heels on, is
I
that?
created like a quick movement inspiring the original choreography to make it easier for you guys and also for people at home.
Okay.
So it's so simple. You go right and down and left and down. Give me some shoulders, shoulder, and hand here. So look in the front, very confident, and then hips, and arms. And there you go. Good, diva. Okay, queen, let me see. Whoa. And then you go with me. One, to the right, one, to the left. Hold the hand, and you turn, and you have the grand finale. Yes! Grand finale, yes!
So Jerry's husband, Christian Horner, lots of headlines yesterday about him leaving Red Bull. What is the story? It did seem like it was a shock to him, certainly.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, the headlines have been following the statement from Red Bull saying that he'd been released from his operational duties. He was the Formula One principal for 20 years. We did speak to his lawyers, though, and they have said that they've stressed he wasn't sacked because that's what it's appearing as if he was from all the headlines, but he wasn't sacked. This does come after the last 17 months ago. He was accused of inappropriate behaviour from a female colleague, but he was let off that twice. So there was an internal investigation conducted by a lawyer, and another lawyer dismissed the complainant's appeal. He's always denied that in the first place, but he's posted on Instagram saying that it was with a heavy heart that he's left. He had to say goodbye, said it was a privilege to lead such an epic team, and it's also been reported that he broke down in tears when he was doing his farewell speech, and he had several standing ovations from his colleagues, so it was obviously much loved. We haven't heard anything from Jerry yet, but we know she obviously stood by him through the whole
And she was there recently,
yeah,
obviously, alongside him. Yeah, goodness me, yeah, just another chapter in their lives. He's been there for such a long time. I
know, 20 years is a long time.
Yeah, it's a big shock. This picture was just fantastic. Hugh Grant got everyone, laughing, shall we say, giggling, amused.
I love it.
This was yesterday in the Royal Box.
The Royal Box. I mean, this is why you love celebrities. Hugh Grant being really Hugh Grant. So he was caught behind Queen Camilla, looking rather sleepy. I think it's brilliant. A lot of people didn't, though, because as you can imagine, there's a lot of people online. You know, someone said people have been queuing since 3 a.m. to get into Wimbledon and have a chance to see this match because it was the men's singles quarter-final, or even watch it on the big screen in the grounds. And Hugh Grant slept through the tie-break. Frankly, I think this is rude.
Oh, dear. Well, to be fair, he may have had a late night.
He might.
It's very hot. He's wearing a suit. Maybe it just became too much.
Maybe there's a little bit too much champers. But it's a really starry Wimbledon, even more so this year than ever before. It feels like it's the real sort of the new A-listers red carpet or green carpet. Other people who've attended this year, we've had David Beckham, he's always there, Jessica Alba, Olivia Rodrigo, John Cena and Glenn Powell. I mean, any sort of celeb seems to really want to go there, so yeah, it's good.
Exactly, and it's kind of spotting who's sitting where as well,
yes,
isn't
that's
it?
The thing,
It's
that's
all
where your
to do with the
status is made,
positioning.
yes.
Oh my goodness, there's so much politics, isn't it? Who knew? I mean, you're there to watch
but Hugh
tennis,
Grant wins it for me.
Absolutely, so far he's top of the list. So Ed Sheeran, we know he's talented. He can write a good song, but he's painting as well.
Oh yes, he can do everything. So now he's got an arty background. I don't know if you knew, but his dad was an art curator. His mum was a jewellery designer. And he's actually created covers for a lot of his albums and EPs.
His body is artwork, in fact.
Well, it is indeed, yes. And now he's teamed up up with Henny, which is a company that represents paintings by Damien Hirst. And he's selling his prints. They're dubbed the Cosmic Car Park Paintings. This is said because he was back and forth on tour last year in the UK. And in his downtime, he'd run to this car park in Soho, do a bit of painting, and then run back. I mean, I don't know why I had to do it in a car park, but there you go. And all the money, well, 50% of the money raised is going to go to the Ed Sheeran Foundation, and that's dedicated to supporting music education and sort of in state schools and grassroots organisations. So it's a really, really good cause. The canvases are going for about £900 each, and they're going to be displayed in an exhibition as well at the Henny Gallery from the 11th of July to the 1st of August. So you can go and have a look at them, even if you're not going to buy them.
Now, Dolly Parton has been speaking overnight. She's been, you know, through it recently, hasn't she?
So she's been speaking. I mean, I love these two together. So Khloe Kardashian on her podcast, Khloe in Wonderland, and she's talked about the fact that she's had to put her recording career on hold because she said it's made her too emotional to write after losing her late husband, Carl. He died age 82 in March, and they were married for almost 60 years. Wow. So she also talked about her infamous look and how it came about.
She was one of the most remarkable people I've ever interviewed.
Oh, I'd love to.
Privileged to be in her company. What a girl. Thank you so much.
Did you enjoy that video? There are tons of other entertaining showbiz clips waiting for you on our channel. Don't miss this one.